Back to TGIF with Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds. Al, is your phone going off again during the show?
No, no, no. Y'all need to don't call on me. Like,
Al,
no, cut it
Al,
out. You're
Al,
making me sweat over here. You're making me
Al, are
sweat
you
over here.
dating anybody right now? Al, are you dating anybody right now?
Claudia, what are you doing? No, I'm very single actually. But hopefully 2021 has something good for me. And
So you didn't meet anybody in Vegas when you was out there partying last weekend?
nobody in Vegas, baby. But we had a great time in Vegas. Like, really had an amazing time in Vegas, I gotta say.
Who were you in Vegas with?
So we were there for Neeeee Leakes' birthday party, and Tamar and I co-hosted it. And it's my first time hanging out with Tamar, and I had the time. It was exactly what I needed to close out 2020. Like, in everything that was going on in 2020, we spent 3 days of just doing nothing but enjoying friendship and laughing. We stayed up late nights, early into the morning, not going anywhere, just hanging out and just talking and having fun. It was pretty amazing. It was a good reset. And
you said not going anywhere. Don't come on here and lie. You was at the strip club.
Oh no, I'm saying not every night we went somewhere. One night we did go to the strip club and we had a great time.
Do you get lap dances, Al?
Well, you can't get lap dances in COVID, but I did give, some of the strippers a chance to lap dance with me. Yes.
Dude, that sounds like there's some more to that story, doesn't it?
Lap dance with me.
Well, I got into a little trouble with some of the strippers, but it was.
I'm gonna leave him alone. We've been busting his chops all show.
I know, right? You guys got me turning red, but no, seriously, we had an incredible time, man. It was really, really a nice time.
No, it looks like you did. I saw it on your story, and I'm glad that Tamar is doing a lot better. I really.
Oh, absolutely. And I like I said, it was my first time hanging out with Tamar, and I just feel like such a kindred soul. We just automatically, immediately hit it off. It was like we were family from another family. I don't know, but great time.
All right. Okay, good. All right. Well, happy belated birthday to Neeeee Leakes also as well. Okay, now TMZ reported that Kloe Kardashian's boyfriend, NBA player, are they back on again? Tristan Thompson was recently spotted having dinner with another woman, but it turns out Thompson had the perfect excuse. He recently relocated to Boston, 508-617, to play the Celtics, and the woman in question was simply his real estate manager. Do you think Khloe has a reason to side-eye him again, or do you think it was a perfectly innocent dinner to discuss real estate?
Listen, whether it is or it isn't, whether she have a reason to side-eye him or not, I don't know why the media continues to follow this and people continue to talk about it, because OJ daughter don't already let it be known her ass ain't going nowhere.
Well, this is what I like. These Kardashians.
Hold up, wait. You don't let this go. He said,
I was trying to move past it, but help me understand this one more time. Did you say OJ's daughter?
OJ's daughter. See, you looking at her now with her finished face, but you got to go back to that first face. You got to go back. You got to go bike. You got to dial it bike to that first face. You know what I'm saying? About 6 tax returns ago. You got to go back that far. You know what I'm saying? And she giving a whole lot of OJ on the left-hand side and a whole bunch of, if it don't fit, you must have quit to the right. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't going nowhere. Y'all leave that lady alone about her man and his community penis, because she don't already let it be known. She's staying. She ain't going nowhere. And you, what you gonna do? You gonna cheat on me.
What you got in that cup tonight, player? What you got in that cup?
Just a little coffee.
I just feel like, though, for real, in general, them Kardashians got something. They got something is inside that thing there. They got chicken walls. They got something up inside there. They're like Evelyn Lozada. Like, their shit is like level 11, 12, 13. Like, they got everybody coming after them, and they keep a wealthy man of color in them at all times.
But yes, Al, they do. But they also attract a certain type of rich Negro, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They attract the what's the species name? The Thirstosaurus Negro. Okay, the Thirstosaurus, the ones that really want some attention, the ones that love reality TV, that love the limelight, that actually like they on the Lakers, but they ain't really that popping guy in the Lakers, so they give it a Kardashian. Like, not to say they're not beautiful, because they are. And now, hey, listen, I've hung out with a couple of them, and
well,
they actually, huh?
Be careful about having a baby with OJ daughter, because it might come out looking like an orangutan. Okay, don't get it. You might have went to the doctor and had all this done, but your genetics in your gene pool is gonna look like your first face. Okay, so don't be thinking you finna lay it low and spread it wide with this woman, and you just finna have this baby that's finna come out looking like a Barbie doll or whatever they went down to them people and had them get them a $6.99 facial special to look like. Your baby gonna come out looking like the first iteration of Khloe and not the second. And if you want to know what the first iteration of Khloe looked like, Google Kloe Kardashian before plastic surgery. And that's all you need to know. Let me tell you something. You out there with low self-esteem, if you within earshot of my voice, if people call you unattractive and they call you ugly, I'm here to let you know you are not ugly. You broke. Okay, there's a difference, baby. Because a little coin will go a long way. You ain't ugly, girl. You broke.
So you're saying, as beautiful as she may look now, you're saying you can't trick God in genetics.
That part. That's Darwinism 101. Science.
Survival of the weakest. I mean, the strongest, the fittest. Survival of the fittest.
The biggest purse. That's what this is. The survival of the biggest purse.
That part.
We're gonna move on. Teyana Taylor may have caused a stir with the Grammys recently, but now she's back in the headlines with none other than Miss Dionne Warwick. The legendary singer recently took a Twitter saying she wants Taylor to play her in a movie. Check this out.
Really got to know this. If I did a series, would you guys really watch? I want you to be honest now.
I remember Dionne Warwick got stopped in the airport. Didn't she get caught with weed on her a long time ago?
Look, don't pick a fight with Mother
Dionne. No. I love that about her.
Don't you remember when Wendy Williams called her out? Don't you remember when Wendy Williams called her about getting stopped in the airport with her blunts? Oh well, with her, with her cigarettes, she wore Wendy Williams out on that. I love Dionne Warwick, number one.
Me too.
She's a gangster. She's a gangster. Like, who at 80 is on Twitter? And not only, and she already addressed it. She said, hey, look, ain't nobody running my Twitter. I'm running my Twitter. My niece showed me how to do it, and I'm running my Twitter. Do y'all remember when Dionne Warwick had that meeting with Suge Knight? Do y'all remember that? That woman is a gangster. Dionne Warwick is a broker of all brokers. And I think that's why she is still around and doing her thing. Like, she's been doing this for 60 years. That's amazing.
I think she's still around and doing her thing because the tax bill done came due. You know, Dionne been steward of her money, and now she out here trying to hustle and panhandle for a biopic. Girl, ain't nobody reached out to you. Don't nobody want to hear the story of that fall from grace into brokedom. We don't want to hear that. Okay, now you trying to solicit Teyana Taylor and put that spirit on her. Them psychic people didn't tell you, didn't nobody want to hear that. Them psychic people didn't tell you your ass was gonna go to prison without paying the taxes. Them psychic people didn't tell you was gonna go to jail for coming through the airport with that Mary reefer. But I will say this, Teyana Taylor is very talented, and if there's anybody out there that can play Dionne, who does have the acting and the vocal chops to do it, and I'm not gonna lie, she has an uncanny resemblance to a younger Dionne Warwick, I believe Miss Taylor is the one to do it.
I was gonna throw a disclaimer saying the views expressed by Funky Dineva are not those of Fox affiliates, Claudia, Jordan, anybody else that writes our check.
But it's the views of the people, honey, because I speak for the people.
Oh my God. I want you on my show one day, Miss Dionne Warwick. Listen, we got our story about Patti LaBelle defending her adopted son, who is a Black gay Republican. We're gonna talk all about that right after this break. We come back. TGIF. Jesus Christ.